Korea, an East Asian nation divided among the 30th parallel, separating the authoritarian communist North and the democratic capitalist South. First separated in the aftermath of World War II, the two nations grew up under the influence of their occupiers, the United States of America and the Soviet Union. Both sides planned to reunite under one government, but the Soviets disregarded this plan and gave full power of the nation over to Kim Il-sung, the first dictator of North Korea. In the 50s, Kim Il-sung invaded the South, believing the United States would simply not care. However, to Kim's dismay, the United States did in fact care and actually staged a UN-backed counter-invasion. First, occupying the large port city of Busan, pushing forwards north, the North Koreans were eventually stationed only along the Chinese border. Recently fallen to communism about a decade ago, Mao Zedong said the UN invasion and the possibility of a democratic, capitalist nation with American troops positioned there was a threat, and so they pushed forces back down south, almost unifying the country under a communist regime before being sent back to the 30th parallel by UN forces. After that, both sides signed an armistice, ending the fighting, but since they never signed a peace treaty, both sides are legally for years after the Korean War, North Korea was the much more stable, rich, and powerful Korea, with the highest quality of life between the two, while South Korea was consistently cycling between new republics and coups. The country was weak, poor, and their people had extremely low quality of life. However, this changed later in the 20th century when South Korea's government and economy finally stabilized. The quality of life improved dramatically, and the nation upgraded their armed forces. After the fall of the Soviet Union, North Korea was extremely weakened. Here we see North Korea become the nation we know today. Their economy plummeted, their military became outdated as the years passed by, stability was barely sustained, thanks to the brutal and dictatorial regime which governs the nation. The leaders in North Korea set the cult of personality. To North Koreans, the supreme leaders are equal to that of gods and must not be questioned. If anyone dares question the party's rule, they are either to disappear to a death camp or they are publicly executed. Fun fact, a lot of public executions in North Korea happen in the world's largest stadium in Pyongyang. The leaders of South Korea, although sometimes corrupt, can be challenged. Free speech is valued in the nation as well as freedom of religion. Today, North Korea often makes headlines in worldwide news for their nuclear program. Their latest nuclear test was able to travel to the Russian city of Vladivostok, so their nuclear program is very much rudimentary. However, if a nuclear missile was to be launched from Pyongyang, it could overwhelm and topple the nation. Luckily, North Korea seems to be on their last leg, and we may soon see the end to the Kim dynasty, thanks to the People's Republic of China. Finally, China seems to be ending their support of the nation. For years, China has continually supported North Korea, so they could use them as a sort of buffer zone between them and the American troops in the South. However, North Korea seems to be much more of a burden on the nation to support.